Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura. In this video, we are going to do a yoga with essential oils series for better sex. Now, there are lots of reasons we might be experiencing low libido that are beyond the scope of yoga and essential oils, of course, but there are a few that are well within the realm of what we can play with, if you will, on our yoga mat. So, for example, really common issues with our libido come from low energy, how we feel inside of our bodies. If we're not comfortable inside of our bodies, if we're not connected, then we're not going to enjoy sex as much. Our hormone levels and energetically, so we can really affect the vibration of the libido. So let's talk a little bit about each one of those and how we can work with them. So first of all, hormone imbalance. Again, lots of things can affect your hormones, but the two things that are well within our control are getting toxins out of our house. So you want to make sure your house is free from harsh toxic chemicals, and they are everywhere. So in your dish soap, your shampoo, etc. Beyond the scope of this video for sure, but I just wanted to share that with you because that's a really easy way to start supporting your body hormonally. But the second way that our hormones are affected in a way that we can affect is our stress levels. Extreme stress definitely affects our hormones, and doing yoga in general and using essential oils are going to help support your body and help balance out those stress levels. Now, what we can really rock out on our yoga mat and with essential oils specifically is energetically. So energetically, our libido lives, so to speak, in our second chakra, which is the energy center that's in our sacrum. It's right around your belly button, so a little bit above and a little bit below the belly button. And this chakra is in control, if you will. It controls our pleasure. And not just sexual pleasure, but all pleasure. So just being able to enjoy your hobby or have fun or really laugh at a joke and enjoy life. So this chakra is in charge of allowing us to flow through life and to enjoy ourselves through changes and challenges, etc. This is the chakra that is in control of whether or not you enjoy yourself in the bedroom as well. Now, there's lots of yoga and essential oils that we can do for this. So for yoga, we will be focusing on a lot of twists, so we can twist right through the belly to really activate that area. And also we're going to be flowing. So in this practice, we're going to move a lot. We won't be holding poses for quite as long because, again, you want to have it represent what we're creating, and we're creating a flow in our life. So we'll be flowing on the mat. Now, for the essential oils, I have 5 that I want to recommend. These are Young Living essential oils. That's all I ever talk about. If you want to find out more information and why these are the only ones I talk about, there is definitely a link below for you to find with more information. Now, the first 2 oils are ones that are really for that second chakra, to really open up the second chakra. Ylang is probably the quintessential second chakra oil. And orange. Orange helps you come back to that childhood glee, that fun, that enjoyment we had as children. The next one, Jasmine, is specifically an oil that you might want to diffuse during that time, if you will. It is an aphrodisiac flower, and it is actually known for those qualities, and often petals are strewn across a wedding bed. So with jasmine flowers, it's really a beautiful aroma too. The next one is Sensation. Sensation is a blend by Young Living that's specifically for that, if you will. Now, the next one is Shutran. This is a blend that is from Young Living, and this one, it helps wake up pheromones in women. So this is actually one that the man will wear, although I will tell you, it's fabulous for women too. And it turns on, if you will, the attraction from your mate. And my husband giggles because the first 2 times he wore it, I remember smelling it, and I'd come up next to him and I kind of snuggled up and said, "Wow, that smells really good. What are you wearing?" And he started laughing. He's like, "This really works." So this we definitely love. And the last oil I wanted to share is, sometimes you just need to wake up. And peppermint is a great oil to just give you the energy so that you're not so sleepy from your day. I definitely recommend when you're doing this practice, and we're doing a practice specifically to stimulate the second chakra, any of those in your diffuser will help. okay? So any of these oils in your diffuser as you're doing this practice will be helpful for you. The other thing I definitely recommend is doing a foot massage, again, with any of these oils before you begin, and get the oils into your body and set your intention. It's a really powerful way of taking this practice to the next level. All right, without further ado, let's take ourselves to our mat. All right, you're going to want to have 2 blocks handy for this series. So grab your 2 blocks and grab your oil for your feet. And I always use an oil neat, straight from the bottle when I'm going to do it right before my practice. So no carrier oil for it because it will make your feet slippery, but just a straight oil will not. Just because they're called essential oils doesn't mean they're oily, if you will. And then go ahead and take a few breaths. And as you breathe in, set your intention for this series. I always like to do 3 breaths. That always feels like just the right amount. Okay, move into cross-legged. So in this series, we're going to do a lot of twists and we're going to flow. And with that intention, meaning we're going to move with our breath, setting the intention to really ignite that second chakra. So coming into cross-legged, draw your belly in just a little, feel broad across the heart. You're going to bring those arms out to the side, externally rotate them, so you're turning your palm up toward the ceiling, drawing those shoulders down. You're going to inhale, bring the arms up. You want you to lift the heart up and arc into that upper back and just get a nice arc right between the shoulder blades. Then come back up. You're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, twist to your right. And as you inhale, come right back up to the center, arms up. Exhaling, go the other way. Follow the pace of your breath. Feel free to go faster or slower. Inhaling, come back up. Exhaling, take it down. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, take it down. We're going to do 3 times to each side, so 1 more to each side. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, take it down. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling to the left. Now inhale, come back to the center. And again, you're going to lift the heart up. And this time you're going to swan dive. Take it right over your legs. Bring your hands down, bring them in front. And touch the floor as you reach forward with the sit bones, shoulders down, and forward fold. And then inhale and come on up. All right, change the cross of your legs, putting your other leg in front. Good, arms come out to the side again, externally rotate, lengthen those arms, inhale, bring them up, lift the heart arc up, again, getting into that upper back, hopefully feels a little bit better this time. And then release, and you're going to bring your right arm down, reach up your left side and take it over. And then inhale, come on up. So we're gonna flow with the breath again. Exhaling, take it down. Reaching up as you take it over. Inhale again 3 times to both sides. Exhale, reach up and take it over. Inhale, come on up. Exhale. 1 more to each side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, exhale. And then inhale, come on up, lift the heart, arc up, swan dive, take it over, right over those legs, draw the chin in, reach out through the top of the head. Shoulders are down, and just take a breath here. And then release. Come up onto all fours. So into table position, and what I want you to do here is we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So on all fours, you're just going to roll those shoulders around just like you would if we were sitting. Feel yourself move from the shoulder blades and then change direction. Changes it a bit when you're on all fours, doesn't it? Enjoy, it feels really good. One more, and then squeeze those shoulders down and release and come up. Now we're going to arch and round, draw the belly in, round the spine up, take your chin down to the chest. And really feel that belly button. Remember, we're activating the second chakra, which is around your belly button, just a little bit above and a little bit below. Exhale, release, and take it up. And then go ahead and just flow back and forth. Rounding and arching. Now, to make it a little bit more fun for our second chakra, we're going to go freestyle. What I mean by that is you can kind of take it side to side and just move around as you arch and round. So we're still arcing and rounding the back, but you just get to wiggle around a little bit. Make it playful. Not to mention, it feels amazing on the spine, doesn't it? It gets into all those little crooks and crannies where we don't move our spine enough. And then back to neutral. All right, separate your knees a little bit. Take your left hand in the space between your hands, so right down in the center of the chest, and bring your right arm up. We're going to twist. I want you to draw the belly in, up, and around, and feel open across your heart. And then release and come down. Tuck your right arm underneath the left, bend your left elbow, and get a counter twist here. You're sticking those sit bones back behind you, kind of squaring them off. Breathing into the twist. And then come back up onto all fours. And we'll do the other side. Put the right hand in the middle, left arm opens up. And again, feeling broad across the heart. If there's any strain in your shoulder at all, feel free to drop that hand down to your waist. Breathe. And then coming down, thread the needle. Left arm underneath the right. And feel the counter twist. And then come back up. All right, walk your knees back. And I want you to separate them so the knees are the width of your mat and your toes are touching. You're going to set your hips back onto your feet. Palms are pressing into the mat, and you're going to take your forehead down. If you can, begin to reach the chest down toward the floor and find your breath. Keep breathing. And then come back up. Back up onto all fours, but bring your knees back a little bit more. You're going to inhale, arc up, look up, feel broad across the chest. You're going to exhale, send the sit bones up, forehead down. Inhale, come right back up and arch, press through those palms. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, come up. Feel free to go faster or slower depending on the pace of your breath. And take it back. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, take it back. All right, this time, coming up, you're still going to arc up. But as you go back, you're going to lift the knees, keep a nice bend, and take the chest down toward the knees. And then you're going to come down, inhale, arc up. Exhale, take it back, lift those knees up. Just do a couple more of these, flowing back and forth, following your breath. On your next one, you're going to hold. And just reach out through the sit bones, come up high on your toes, moving toward down dog, and take your heels down toward the floor. Now go ahead and take a minute to kind of wiggle your way into this pose. You can bend your knees, bend one at a time if you want, wiggle the hips around, whatever helps you feel like you're in this pose. Now we're going to bring our right leg up for half down dog. So I want you to bring your right leg up behind you, lift up nice and high, open the hip, and you can bend the knee if you'd like, move toward a back bend. So as you draw that leg back behind you more and more, you're going to move toward a back bend. And then bring the knee into the chest and bring the foot all the way up between your hands. Drop your back knee and release the hips forward, feeling broad across the heart. Nice. Now we're going to flow here too. So you're going to flow from here into reverse lunge, toes up, extending out, and then come back. And just very slowly keep flowing between the two. This feels really good in the pelvis too, warming up that hip hinge a little bit more. And one more. We're going to end in the lunge. So coming forward. And you're going to scoop your arms forward, up and overhead. Keep those hips forward as you lift the heart. Feel your breath. And then bring the palms together. Hook the left elbow outside of the right knee and just let the hips come forward as you twist. And breathe. And then release and come down. Now you're going to lift the back knee up and step the back foot up next to the front foot. And we're going to move into chair pose. So bending the knees, bring those arms up right by the ears. And come all the way up, lift the heart, and back down into Utkatasana. I'm guessing I was out of camera range there. Didn't think through that one. Come back into your forward fold. And you're going to step your right foot back this time, and we'll do the series to the other side. So drop the knee down and let the hips release forward, feeling broad across the heart. And slowly flow back and forth into your reverse lunge. Toes are up. And just keep going back and forth. Does that feel wonderful? You know, as part of second chakra too, really enjoying how this feels and paying attention as your body feels better and better is a really powerful second chakra exercise. One more. And last one. All right, scoop those arms forward and up. Keep those hips going forward as you lift the heart and arc up. Bring the palms together and twist. Hook that right elbow outside the left knee. Really let yourself come around. And if this is too hard, you can set the left hand on the thigh and take your right hand to the floor. That's totally fine too. And then release and come down. Step your front foot back into downward facing dog. And get long through the body, reaching right out through the sit bones. We're going to do half down dog on the other side. So you're going to bring the left leg up behind you, opening the hip, feeling broad, bending the knee if you want, moving toward a back bend here. And then release and bring that knee into the chest and all the way up between the hands. This time you're going to leave the back knee up. Now, here's where you want the blocks. So if you have them, use them. If not, you can just not straighten the leg all the way. You don't necessarily need them. We're going to flow from here into Parsvottanasana legs and come back down. So similar to what we did on the other side, only the back knee is up. So just flow as fast or slowly as you want. And when you come down, really allow those hips to release. And get a nice stretch through those hips. Back and forth. And then end in your full lunge. And you're going to bring those arms up and overhead again. Lift that heart. Palms come together and twist. Back leg is nice and straight, feeling broad across the heart here. And then release. Okay, so set the blocks aside. You're going to step the back foot up next to the front foot. Give yourself more than hip width between the feet. Turn those toes out. We're going to move into Malasana. Bring the palms together so you're in your squat position. Palms are together, heart is broad. It's okay if your heels aren't down. And if it's really hard, an option is to have a seat on the block and bring your legs out a little bit. That's fine too, if you need to have a variation there. All right, now let's do the other side. So you're going to send your left foot back and keep the knee up. Grab your blocks. And we're gonna flow. So, straightening that front knee and releasing forward. Really letting those hips release and then come back. And again. Doesn't it feel good? I love to flow back and forth. It just feels delicious. And that is very second chakra. Just feeling delicious. And last one, we'll meet in lunge. So get yourself nice and low. Bring those arms up and overhead. Lift the heart, arc up. Draw the belly in. Really draw that belly in. We can activate the second chakra here. Palms come together and twist. Hook the left elbow outside of the right knee as you twist. And then release. And move the blocks aside. Step your front foot back. And drop the knees down. Okay, have a seat. And do have a seat on a lift. Makes it a little easier on your lower back if you have one. It's good to have one. If you don't, that's okay too. And we're going to start with our feet out wide in Upavishta. So feeling broad across the soles of the feet. Draw the belly in, lift tall, feeling open across the heart. And we're going to flow here too. So you're going to bring your left hand on your left leg. Bring the right arm up. You're going to reach up and take it over. And then you're going to come right back up. Yep, you got it. Right over to the other side. And come back up. So not only are we flowing, which in general is great for the second chakra, but we're getting a little action, if you will, right around that navel as we go back and forth. This one feels really good too when you're done. It will help you feel like you can take a deeper breath. Let's do one more time to each side. All right, now tuck your left leg in and you're going to take yourself over to the right side and hold. You're going to reach up that left arm, take it out, and just hold. And draw the belly in slightly and elongate that spine. And breathe. And then come back up. And we'll go right over to the other side. Bringing the right arm up, reach up and take it over. And just hold. And breathe. and then come on up and bring it back. Okay, moving down onto our backs and moving into bridge. Now bridge is sort of the quintessential second chakra pose. So you're going to come all the way down. And you're going to take your hands down by your side and kind of walk your shoulders under a little bit. You're not pulling them down. You're just going to walk them out to the side so you're resting on the outer edge of your arm, not right on your spine. You're going to press into the feet and slowly lift the hips up until the hips are about level with the knees and chest. You're in one straight line, and then slowly come down. And do that again. We're just going to flow up and down. Let's do a couple more. On this last one, let's hold bridge. And you're going to press into the feet to lift the hips more. Press into the arms, maybe tuck them a little bit more. Press into those hands to lift the chest more. Just get a nice stretch right through the top of the body. And then release. Come all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open out to the sides, Supta Baddha Konasana. Arms are going to stay tucked, and even reach down and grab onto your thighs, or if you can grab your ankles, you can grab your ankles. We're just going to take a few breaths right here. Breathing right into that second chakra, so it's right around your belly button. Breathing right into it. All right, release. You're going to bring those knees up, release the arms. Now cross your right leg all the way over your left leg, bring your arms out to the side, and take both legs down to your left. This is a great twist. It gets right into that belly button. Can you feel it? It's right there. And then come back up, uncross the legs, and we'll do the other side. Left leg all the way over the right, and take both legs down to your right. And just breathe and hold and release. And then come back up, uncross the legs. All right, we're going to do one more pose before Shavasana. This pose is called Viparita Karani Mudra, and it is great for the second chakra. Now, if you happen to be on your cycle, this pose is not appropriate for you. So just keep the hips down. You can do everything else. Just stay off the block, okay? Now, you might need to watch me on how to get into this if this is your first time through this video. So you're going to come back into bridge. You're going to lift those hips up, grab the block, and place it underneath your hips. I like to put it on the low end, but you can put it on the middle end if you want. And then you're going to bring your legs up. It looks a lot like feet up the wall, but we have no wall. Now, if you can straighten the legs, great. If you need to keep them bent because of hamstring flexibility, that's totally fine. We're just going to hang out here for a few breaths. This is actually a relaxing pose. It's on the restorative end of the spectrum, and it stimulates the second chakra. So it's bringing blood flow into that second chakra. Just just allow yourself to relax and release and soften. And then slowly begin to release, bending your knees, taking your toes down, pressing into the feet to lift the hips and remove the block. Now, we're going to move into Shavasana. So if you have a Shavasana spray, or if you want to, enjoy the aroma on your hands, it's probably still there. Take a moment to take 3 intentional breaths before going into Shavasana. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to extend the legs, bring the arms down by your side, turn the palms up, walk your shoulders under, and let your toes release out to the side, and just allow yourself to relax. Let your shoulders release even more. Let your hips release. Now, if stress is one of the things that really affects your life, it's a good chance it's affecting both your hormones and your libido. I want you to be in this pose for a good 10 minutes. You can even set a timer if you need to. Really let yourself soften and relax and release and sink more and more deeply down into the floor. Take advantage of this and give yourself the gift of 10 or 12 minutes to really relax. Now, I recommend that even if stress isn't affecting you. But for now, this is when I will leave you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it. Subscribe to my channel to support even more content coming up, and click on the bell to make sure you receive notifications every time I put new content out on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.